What is going on YouTube? First off, I want to start with thank you Hardcore COD Union for letting me back on your channel, and anybody on my channel who hasn't seen Hardcore COD Union, definitely check that out. Now, for most of you, my guest today, Camo Drifter, you've seen Hardcore COD Union. I'm introducing you to Camo Drifter 666, and hopefully new YouTuber here in the near future.
Very near.
And we had this experience go down the other night at the shop here in our shopping center. We have one of those weed dispensaries that Southern California is so much in love with. I got back from the UPS store. As you guys can know from my last video, I won the Xbox One. I got back and there's a bunch of cops like right across the shopping center at the weed dispensary. I
wouldn't say just a bunch of cops, dude. There was a lot of cops.
From what I saw, I could see 3 cop cars total. And when I came in, I went over to Camo when he's playing Ghost, and I let him know. He dropped the controller and went outside. And
they yelled at me. They were like, "Get back in the back of the shop!" So I turned around and went back inside. And as soon as I did, man, there was this loud shotgun just cocking, getting ready to fire, like they were ready to fucking go.
It was pretty intense when you actually see a shit ton of cop cars, and they all are actually behind the door. At this point in time, we had no idea what was going on. All we know is like this: the second Camo stood up again later, and you could see us in there. They told us to stay in the back of the shop, stay down. You could hear them loading guns.
I'm nosy as shit, so I just made my way to the front of the shop. I had to know what was going on. So
the whole thing, and Camo actually got pictures on this. It was like watching people play chess. They were fully tactical. Pushing the cop car around. It wasn't running. You had like 4 cops tucked down behind it while pushing the car up to the front of the building.
Would you call that was pig power?
Pig power. It wasn't horsepower. It was pig power. But in all reality, the cops were really good and really just incredible about everything. We stayed back. We actually downloaded a scanner app so we could try to find us on the police scanner. And we didn't think we had us until right when they were saying they needed to evacuate the tattoo shop. At this point, we're like, no fucking way. We are in the back. We have bulletproof glass. Like
we have video games. We have food. We have
Netflix.
Sodas. It's nice and warm.
We're set. You know, this is home away from home for us, and we didn't need to go anywhere. Then on the police scanner, you hear that the Bearcat is ready to go if it's necessary. The police officer says it's necessary, bring it down. And I'm like, what the fuck is a Bearcat? First thing I do is hop on my phone, go to Google. Is it anything
like a man-bear pig?
Man-bear pig. No, it's not, because this is real and fucking intense. I look it up on Google. It's a fucking SWAT truck. Like, I didn't realize that's what they were called, but this thing was fucking badass. I mean, as you can see with the picture, ours looked almost the exact same, and they're saying they're going to evacuate us with the Bearcat. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll leave.
He's like almost the size of an armored pickup truck.
Yeah, it was on steroids. They back up to the shop, and a full SWAT team comes out, headgear, and they sweep the shop.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
They sweep it, lock us down, check the bath. This cracked me up. We have one bathroom, and that is it. And they're like, is there any other rooms? I'm looking around like, this is not that big of a place. You can tell there's no other fucking doors, except for the dungeon.
Yeah, there's no way in or out except for the front door. You're not getting anywhere. So
they sweep the whole place. They pat us down. One of our coworkers is across the street seeing this, and when they pat down Camo, they got his fucking hands behind his back. They thought he was getting arrested. We didn't know what was going on. They just pat us down, loaded us up in the back of the Bearcat, which was just fucking cool. I mean, I had a right shield literally laying against my legs. They're walking alongside this. When we went to pick up the owner of the complex, fucking AR-15s just loaded right at the door of the building that they believe somebody was still in. We still didn't have really a clue what was going on. And then come to find out, when we got evacuated to the curb. Meanwhile, we were in the shop for what, an hour?
Yeah, we were in here about an hour. About an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, and they evacuate us, and we're out on the curb for like an hour and a fucking half.
It was cold as shit.
It's cold. We didn't leave until after midnight. They were totally cool with us. Like we were sitting out there and fine, but everybody from
free to roam.
Yeah.
We did whatever we wanted, except for the people that
couldn't
worked
leave
at the medical place.
The medical place, they were on lockdown though. Everybody's hands were either cuffed or zip tied, and they had to sit there on the curb and not do shit.
Yeah, that had to suck.
They had to double check and see who worked there and who was a part of everything, which, like I said, totally tactical. But we get to the street, I don't know, lined with, 12 cop cars or more?
Oh, there had to be more.
Not including SUVs and other shit.
I think our coworker, he counted, I think it was 15 cop cars just by themselves.
They had SUVs, they had a couple fire SUVs locking down the street. It was all pretty cool. And right then when the fire SUV had pulled up, just guy comes strolling by, like, no big deal. Got this huge fucking, like, rod. Like, later on they talked about what it, like, I could tell what it was. It mounted a camera to the top, and they sweeped the roof of the building so they could make sure nobody was coming through it.
It's kind of like their own personal GoPro on a stick.
GoPro on a stick. I
love those things.
They said on the scanner, too, that they were worried that the guy would go through the AC unit and all that stuff to go through. I didn't see any of this shit happening, but...
Apparently there was word about a robot going in there and doing a scan on the place, but I never saw any robot.
The funny part is they had people in custody, and everybody that's sitting there, security guards and everything, said that they had the guns pointed at their face. Apparently they stole everything, but they said nobody else was in there. And the cops kept thinking there was another guy. I don't know if they're just trying to push this so they could do it as like a training exercise, but I mean, get that like tactical training that I guess that you don't always get. They wouldn't know the layout, stuff like that.
Yeah, we even had the lieutenant come over to us and tell us, hey, we need you guys to stop Facebooking and tweeting things. That way a lot of the word didn't get out there just yet.
They're worried that we were actually putting out information about what's going on. We just actually had people telling us what was going on.
Yeah, we had friends and family, and my wife was telling me what was going on. I was keeping in contact with her. Like you said, we had our coworker across the street, and he was talking to, what was it, like 2 news reporters or something? He ended up getting put in the damn newspaper again.
We had riots a long time ago. He got in the newspaper for that, and now he gets in the newspaper for this.
And he wasn't even involved.
But he didn't get to ride in the SWAT truck. That's all that matters.
Bearcat.
We got to ride in the Bearcat. But he got the whole view of how they were doing the tactical, how they were laying everything out, the way they were sweeping the building.
I kind of wish we had those night vision goggles still.
He sold his night vision goggles. If you guys ever had Modern Warfare 2 and ever saw the special edition of Modern Warfare 2, it came with night vision goggles.
And they actually worked.
They worked great. And the whole time, like, because it's late, and we were like, man, if we had those, we could look across the street and just watch what all these guys were doing. Because it was dark and for the parking lot at that time, and we should have been able to see everything.
I think they might have hit that switch just to turn the lights off.
They may have, but he fucking sold them, so we did not get to do that.
That would have been kind of cool, have the SWAT team come in here and we have our airsoft guns and night vision goggles on. Come on, we'll help you guys.
The main joke we had going before they came in to evacuate us was we were hoping the guy would come out, and if we had the AR-15 that we used to have here, is to actually pick the guy off before the police can, and you just hear the police saying, "You stole my kill."
A fucking assist.
You got a fucking assist again. They were one kill off from a kill streak. They would have got that pizza party.
Oh, pizza party.
Yeah. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I got more videos coming soon, so if you're new, subscribe. And I will keep you guys all updated on when Camo gets his YouTube. He's going to definitely be a big part of mine, and I will be supporting him as much as possible. Hardcore COD Union, thank you again for having me. I hope you all enjoyed Camo on here. Any last words, Camo?
No, I just appreciate you having me on here, and I can't wait to get my channel up and going here very soon.
All right, well, that sounds good. And like I said, you guys stay classy, and Hardcore COD Union, stay hardcore.